The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 335 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the third edition of the Deck 1 Industrial playing cards. So, let's take a look and see what we get. So here we have the Deck 1 Industrial Edition. This is the third printing of it. And here it is in the standard glossy finish tuck box. On the front here for the colorway, it's that kind of brushed, kind of metal, kind of looking style to it. So you got the shine of the metallic there, was like the deep dark shading of like the black there. You got these little lines here going around for a little border, like the little card size kind of. Then you got the little spade there, that's kind of like in half there. Then you got the deck one industrial edition there. And this is embossed, you can feel the textures of it there. On one side it says deck one industrial edition, designed by Homer Anthony Lang. And on the other side it says the United States Playing Card Company, made in the USA. On the bottom we got the Theory11 logo, because these are from Theory11. And then on the back, a little sneak peek of that back design, and it also is embossed here on the back. And then there is no seal. And then on the top of the tuck box is a Deck 1 Industrial Edition. And then on the tuck flap, this is where you can tell what edition it is. Because on the first one, there will be nothing there. The second one, there will be number 2, and here there's 3, a Norman Rummel and 3 there, so you can kind of see that there. So there's a 3 for the third edition, and on the inner tuck flaps there's 2 little lines there. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, it is just plain white, nothing too crazy or fancy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards, and first we'll start with that back sign. So here we have a mirrored background. It's more of that kind of industrial mechanical kind of style there. So like that kind of machine kind of look to it. Still got that kind of circle design there in the middle there. And it has a standard white border. A little bit of a thicker white border. But you got that white border there. Well, pretty nice design there. And if you flip it over, same design in both directions. And now for the cards you get with the deck. Here we start with the first Joker, which is a Joker there. And you got that kind of black and white kind of little image there with a little mechanical kind of component to it, like industrial kind of something there. I guess it's similar to the back design, kind of. Like the same kind of stuff. And then you got a second Joker, which is kind of upside down. I'm not even sure which way is right side up and which side is upside down. I'm not even sure. It might be right side up, but 2 identical Jokers there. And now for that custom Ace of Spades, here we have, it says Industrial at the top, and you got that same kind of spade design that you've seen on the front of the tuck box, just with that little added part, like holding it together there, like both halves together. And that says United States of America at the bottom. And then the rest of the spades, which is pretty standard. So the rest of the cards are pretty standard. Then you get to the court cards, a Jack, Queen, King of Spades. And they are the standard design, just like a swapped colorway. So you have that kind of smoky, kind of like industrial kind of colorway. It's like a grayish, like black kind of tone to it there. Like that kind of rustic, kind of industrial kind of style there. Then you got the the diamonds, which are all just standard as well. And then the Jack, Queen, and King, once again, in that kind of industrial kind of design. Standard, like, design, just the colorway is different. There's that kind of a grayish black, kind of like smoky kind of colorway. And the exact same thing with the clubs there. And then the rest of the clubs are just standard as well. And also the hearts, Jack, Queen, King of Hearts, that kind of like smoky, kind of industrial kind of colorway there. And lastly, the hearts are also just standard. And lastly, the last 2 cards in the deck is you got the little Theory11 add card. And lastly, you got the double backer of the back design. But now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we start with the springs. And I gotta say, there's definitely no issues with the springs. Nice and springy. Got that nice smoothness to it. Get that little crispy not pop noise to it. So we'll move straight on now to the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see all the pips and numbers, no real stickiness or clumpiness to them. They spread pretty evenly. And now time for the Pharaoh. Super smooth Pharaoh there. And they interlocked and weaved flawlessly. Now for a giant fan of that back design. Now for a giant fan, and now for the reverse Pharaoh. The reverse Pharaoh wasn't as bad. It was pretty good still. I did slightly have to slightly push them together, but they interlocked away flawlessly as well. Now we're a giant fan of the faces. And now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. Well, the riffle shuffles and bridge shuffles are pretty smooth there. They work pretty well each time. There's no real clumpiness, and they'll get better over time. The more you do it, the more they'll get more smoother over time. And now time for a few packet cuts. We're going to say the packet cuts are fantastic. They're not overly slippery, and they pack it pretty nicely. No issues with the packagability. Pretty average packagability. Now time for that one-handed cut or Shirley cut. Now time for the dribble. All the dribbles are pretty smooth. It's kind of lightly hard to tell which way has the more grip, but I think it's the faces up, which has more grip to it. But they definitely feel real similar. And the cards are a little bit slippery when I'm doing the dribbles. But still pretty smooth. Now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, guys, I gotta say, this is a fantastic deck from Theory11. It's actually one of my favorite Theory11 decks that they've made. I really like that kind of mechanical, industrial style back design. It's really nice there. And then for the faces, they're pretty standard. Like, the only custom cards is like the ace, and then the court cards have like a custom kind of grayish, black, kind of smoky kind of colorway. To kind of match that tuck box kind of feel, that industrial kind of colorway, which is pretty nice there. I like that. But other than that, it's pretty much a standard deck. Well, you can't go wrong with just a standard deck there. Overall, that it has fantastic like design, like the back design is pretty fantastic. Some people might find the faces a little boring, but I don't mind like standard faces that much. And then for the handle fantastic. As always, Theory11 has always made fantastic handling decks. This is no exception. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And if I didn't just knock the tuck box off the table, and now that we're back with the tuck box, I'm going to say this has been day 345 of your daily deck review. This has been the Deck 1 Industrial Edition playing cards from Theory11. And I'm the Canadian character signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.